A road trip, heading down the highway, discovering America. Spring is a great time to start an adventure. A 5,000-mile road trip. The Pacific Coast, a stop at the Gulf of America, and then onto the Atlantic Coast. Welcome to Tommy's Holiday, Episode 12, Cuyahoga Valley, Ohio to Letchworth Falls State Park in New York. Cuyahoga Valley National Park hiking was beautiful. Visiting several waterfalls and the train ride was fantastic. But it's off to New York and the great Letchworth Falls. I'm on the road again. Beginning from Hudson, Ohio, with a total of 4,004 miles traveled so far. It's 255 miles to Letchworth Falls, my stop for the night. On to Interstate 480 West. Then it's Interstate 271 to Erie, Pennsylvania. Once through Cleveland, it's Interstate 90, still heading east to Erie. A potty break at the last Ohio Visitor Center before Pennsylvania. Lots of trucks this morning. I hope it's a short line. Back on Interstate 90, eastbound and down to New York. Foggy weather with forest and farmland as I enter Pennsylvania. Back onto Interstate 86 East and the clouds. Entering New York and tree-covered rolling hills. A stop at a Western New York State Visitor Center on the shore of Lake Erie is beautiful. One of the best I've seen on this cross-country road trip. A stop for lunch in Jamestown. Then I'm back on the road again. Interstate 86 East to the 305. I'm running on empty, and the fuel in New York is $3.25 a gallon. Traveling through the beautiful farms and small towns of Upper New York State to the KOA, my evening stay. Letchworth State Park in the spring after massive rains is a bit overwhelming. Originally part of the homeland of the Seneca people. This stop on my road trip was a recommendation from a coworker, Denning, who went to college in New York. There are 3 large waterfalls in the Genesee River located in the south section of the park. Starting at the Portage Viaduct, originally a wooden trestle bridge constructed in 1851 and destroyed by fire in 1875. Rebuilt as an iron bridge for the Erie Railroad in that same year, and located just upstream of the falls. From the top of the viaduct, it's on to Trail Path 1 and a view of the bridge and Upper Falls. As one walks down the Switchback Trail, there are many viewpoints, and you can hear and feel the power of the water cascading over the falls. Down in the picnic area, the falls come into view with all its majesty. The Park Museum is located at Middle Falls, across the street from the Glen Isis Inn. William Letchworth enjoyed nature and history. He strove to preserve this land and its past. Check out the history of the valley and the Seneca people who lived here. Letchworth State Park is 14,427 acres and approximately 17 miles long, following the Genesee River as it flows through this deep gorge. It's located 35 miles southwest of Rochester. In 1859, Buffalo industrialist William Letchworth purchased land near the Middle Falls and constructed the Glen Isis Estate. He bequeathed the 1,000 acres to New York in 1907, and this became the cornerstone of the park we see today. Thanks to William Letchworth, the man who helped make it possible for our enjoyment of nature in this park. The Glen Isis Inn was originally a farmhouse built in 1828 and sold to Letchworth in 1859. Upon purchase, the house underwent a massive renovation to make the home a country retreat for his family and entertaining friends. In 1914, the country retreat was enlarged and added 12 guest rooms and a larger dining area. The Middle Falls are just steps away from the patio of Glen Isis Inn. The Gorge Trail continues past the inn and takes one towards more scenic views of the falls. The Gorge Trail is 7 miles one way from the Upper Falls to St. Helena, but the Lower Falls is about 2.5 miles. Along the trail, there are beautiful views of the gorge and river below, before reaching Inspiration Point and the Lower Falls. And all kinds of picnic tables, barbecues. And up the stairs we go.
just in case I forgot.
The 1930s Great Depression saw the creation of the Conservation Corps to bring people back to work. Visiting Lower Camp 49, where the men lived as the park was upgraded during this period. View the statue in tribute to the men who helped build this park. This day's adventure at Letchworth State Park in New York was beautiful. I will need to come back after the high water calms down to see the real beauty that William Letchworth fell in love with. Now I'm off to Niagara Falls for a week of exploring. Thanks for watching Tommy's Holiday.